Hello, welcome to UKGN Network. Hope everybody is having a great day. I'm Brian, also known as UKGN Zoidberg, and welcome to a special, different live stream to normal. Today is the launch day for Apidya Special on all consoles and PC. And because I was fortunate enough to receive a review copy of it from the publishers, big thank you to In Games for that. I thought I would live stream it ahead of its 2 PM release. I did actually pre-order it on Xbox, intending to play the Xbox version, and that's when I then found out that it wasn't actually launching until 2 PM, which was a little bit late for the live stream. Hello, Dan. How are you doing? Hello, Wayne. How are you also doing? Good afternoon to both of you. It is of course just afternoon, and welcome, Carl, as well. It's only 3 minutes past 12. So shall we just get on and play some Apidya Special? I think that's probably a good idea, isn't it? Change to the screen. So here we go. So as I say, this is released at 2 PM today. This is the version on the Nintendo Switch 2 that I am playing.
Apidya Special!
Please do let me know if the volumes are too high or too low on either me or the game, and I will adjust accordingly. There is already a video of my first impressions of this release on the channel that I did a couple of weeks ago. That was the PC version. So let's just go straight on to starting the game with the default settings. So just like the original Amiga version, you get this screen when you select start, which allows you to select difficulty, number of lives, and continues and everything. I'm just going to leave everything on the default for now. You can change to 50 FPS to 60 FPS. I did see the Alien Breed 35th Anniversary Collection trailer. I'm very, very excited about that. It also kind of knackered up my plans for what I was planning to do for the 100th episode of the re-review, because the first ever episode that I made of that series was for the original Alien Breed. So I was going to...
Player one, ready!
I was going to do Alien Breed Tower Assault for episode 100. I may still do that, I haven't decided yet. Oh dear.
Player one, ready!
I will obviously have to live stream that Alien Breed collection when it comes out as well. One of the things that you can set on Apidya is that it will select your weapons from the bottom of the screen for you, allowing you to just concentrate on where you're moving. But it is very nice to be able to play this game in widescreen. Oh jeez.
Player one, ready!
Maybe do the newer trilogy. Possible. This is definitely one of those games where the moment you lose a life, you are essentially screwed.
Player one, ready! Game over.
But as you can
Do
see,
you want to continue?
they've done a pretty decent job of
Apidya
updating this game,
Special!
while still maintaining everything that made the original so good. Let's put the difficulty to easy for now, shall we? Auto extra selection, yeah, that's what we want.
Player 1, ready!
Oh, fuck!
Player
I
1,
always hated that
ready!
about video, the fact that you can actually crash into the ground. Welcome PJC Net. Welcome Tara K. Yes, there's a developer called Almost There Games who seem to be doing very nicely for themselves. Releasing updates of old Amiga games. They've got a Lotus trilogy on the way. They've also got their Z-Wolf double pack coming soon. But I'm thinking Z-Wolf will come before Lotus, but I may also have to live stream those. And welcome into the chat, Tara Ken, by the way. Hope you're having a good day. There we go. That killed it. I wouldn't call this very modern. They've kept all of the pixel art. They do say that they have rebuilt the game from the ground up and redrawn all the visuals. There's not a lot of evidence to suggest that that is
Stage
true.
clear!
A Battle Squadron update would be very nice, yes. I'd be all over that.
Player
What I
1,
would like is
ready!
if they did the same thing that they've done with Rough and Tumble and Super Frog and did that with James Pond. But they've definitely remixed Chris Hulsbeck's music for this version. A widescreen version of Iridium would be very nice, yes. I did also just give my backing to the Kickstarter for Urbex Warriors Amiga version as well. So I should be getting that as soon as it's out.
Stage clear! Player 1, ready!
Such an epic piece of music.
Player 1, ready!
I mean, I just did my best 10 games of 1990 and was reminded about Crossout as well, and how epic the music is on that. And I do feel like this game has a lot of similarities to that one. in that it's another game that doesn't set everything in space and so therefore stands out. No, yes.
Player 1 ready.
I'm 100% agreement with you there. Some games should definitely be left as they were. Not every game needs an update.
Player 1 ready.
I will admit that as interested as I am in seeing the new version of Seawolf that they come up with, I'm also a little bit trepidation about it. Because part of that game's design was due to the limited visibility that you had, and you don't need to see more of the map.
Do you want to continue? Player 1 ready.
That's better. When you continue, you go back to having maximum weaponry. I will be interested to see when I load the Xbox version of this later what the achievements are in it. Not that I play games purely for the achievements, but I'm always interested to see what they are. You git. Jesus. Where is the sweet spot on this where you can hide? There isn't one, is there?
You survived scene 1.
Woohoo!
Player 1 ready.
I'm not sure if those ambient sound effects were there on the original. The fact that you can hear all the splashing.
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1 ready.
No, don't you dare do
プレイヤ
that.
ー1レディー
No, no. Ah.
プレイヤー1レディー
No, will you stop doing
プ
that?
レイヤー1レディー
This was never an easy game to begin with, even on the Amiga, was it?
プレイヤー1レディーゲームオーバー Do you want to continue? プレイヤー1レ
That
ディ
was
ー
very hard, yeah. I'm 100% in agreement with you on that one.
プレイヤー1レディープレイヤー1レディー
What was it?
プレイヤー1レディー
What the hell?
プレイヤー1レディー
I
ゲ
moved.
ームオーバー
Press button to enter my name. What button? It's not letting me do it, is it? Oh, okay. It's forcing me to... Right, whatever.
Apidya Special!
Okay, so let's have a look at the options, shall we? Right, so you got the option of widescreen mode. You can turn up the CRT filter off and on. Let's turn it off, because I do always like the crisp cleanliness of graphics without a CRT filter. I know some people really do abide by the CRT filter, but I don't. Yes, the Amiga has 1 megabyte memory, and now it's now it's 16 gig is considered minimum. Yeah, absolutely. On easy difficulty, leave it on that.
プレイヤー1レディー
No, for God's sake!
プレイヤー1レディー
That was a really bad start. I mean, like all games of this type, it is simply a case of learning the attack patterns. And the enemies will always appear from the same place every time you play it. Just there's part of my brain that always wants to try and kill everything. And that's not always practical.
Stage clear!
A little bit of slowdown there. Obviously this bonus stage just goes on for as long as you can survive.
Player 1, ready!
As I say, I do think the graphics stand out a lot more when you haven't got the CR2 filter turned on. Really lets you appreciate the detail of the pixel art.
Stage clear! Player 1, ready!
Oh, damn it!
Player 1, ready!
I was doing a lot better then. Never mind. A lot of these tougher enemies, you have to know where they're going to appear from and get rid of them as quickly as possible. Oh, you get!
Player 1, ready! プレイヤー1レディー。
See, one of the options that you can have on this game when you start in that original menu is to make it so that you don't lose power when you lose all your power-ups when you die.
Ready.
I think I may have to change the setting to that for my next play. Get them. There we go. There's a nice subtle parallax scrolling to that to those backgrounds of those clouds there. I'm pretty sure that's new. You get!
Game over. Do you want to continue?
No, I don't.
Apidya Special!
Right. New game. Overwrite that one. Yes, I do. Now, where were we? Weapon downgrade on death. No, off. Stage reset on death. Interesting. So does that mean that I just respawn instantly? Yeah, I'll try that one as well. 5 lives is the most you can have. Oh, you can have 10 continues. And the auto feeder just spit out lots of biscuits, and here comes some cats.
Player 1, ready!
Is this going to make the game too easy now? We shall see. I mean, for many years I didn't realise that those mushrooms that get thrown out there are actually a shield that you can pick up. Ah, there we go, yeah. I just carried on instantly from where I died.
Stage clear!
It is remarkable what developers were able to achieve. It's when the fact that developers can pretty much do whatever they think of these days, I think makes a lot of them quite lazy in terms of creativity. When they actually have to work to achieve their ideas, the results were much better. system requirements requires a 1.7 gig processor. Yeah, as you say, I think that's more for running Windows than the game itself.
Stage clear! Player 1, ready!
And I say I am playing this on a Switch too, but I can't imagine it's any different on the regular Switch. Oh, you don't. Don't know if it's because I'm playing it on headphones, but I really can hear all those ambient noises that they seem to have added to the game. I think it's a really nice touch.
Game over! Do you want to continue?
Yes, I do. This is not a very nice boss fight, is it? Doesn't seem very fair.
You survived scene 1!
Yay!
Player 1, ready!
I don't think I particularly wanted to shoot those, did I? But many of the game's original developers were involved in this remaster.
Stage clear!
And that's probably why it does remain so faithful to the original.
Player 1, ready! Stage clear! Player 1, ready! Game over!
Okay, that
Do
enemy
you
there
want to continue?
is actually
Player
indestructible,
1,
isn't it?
ready!
It's nice to have the option to just restart the game. Chrono Pixel Gaming, welcome into the chat. Hope you're having a good day. Loving the gameplay. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay. Oh, they were supposed to sit in the top left there.
Game over! Do you want to continue?
Absolutely. How on earth am I supposed to do anything? That's just ridiculous. Where am I supposed to have gone?
Game over! Do you want to continue?
This guy is super hard, I can tell. So thankfully, with the way that you can have the settings on
You
this game,
survived scene 2!
wow. There's no way I'd be able to do that
Player 1,
in an
ready?
ordinary fashion. So yeah, you see they have added subtle improvements to the visuals, like just a little parallaxy scrolling you've got there. No, no. No, 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 no. This is really confusing because up and down are reversed in terms of the controls at that point. Poor fish. Poor fish. What about poor me? What the hell are they going to be? Ew.
Stage clear! Player 1,
There are a few
ready!
levels where you prefer the original graphics. I can imagine. Well, I think as much as I appreciate and like these kind of remakes, I think I will always still go back and play the original.
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player
This version
1.
does come with
Ready?
scan lines, yes. Go to the options, video. And I can leave the scan lines on. You can always tell the difference between a shoot 'em up of this type made in Europe and one made in Japan. But Japanese ones are always a little bit fairer.
Stage clear. Player 1. Ready?
As I say, I appreciate the scan line option. Just I always used to play Amiga games on a monitor back in the day, so I prefer the cleanliness of the visuals when you don't have them turned on.
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1. Ready?
I'm entirely aware that is my own personal preference there. Not everybody likes that. You can also press the R button at any time to switch back to what the original game looked like.
You survived scene 3. Player 1. Ready?
Yes, like I say, so if you wanted to switch to see what the game looked like back in the day, you can do so. Which I think is also a very nice touch. I always like it when these kind of remasters give you that option.
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1. Ready?
Because I always used to I always used to notice because I was reviewing the games in the office playing on a monitor, and I then took home and played on my TV. I always noticed that the game graphics were not as clear, and it just made me prefer the monitor. The music is amazing. Yeah, this was always one of Chris Hulsbeck's best soundtracks. It's always nice to have choices. Sony, are you listening? I wonder what that's in reference to. Well, yes, Sony do want to give us a choice, though. They want us to decide that, yes, we want to pay £70 for that game, or we don't.
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1, ready!
Saying one of Chris Hulsbeck's best soundtracks is like saying one of Queen's best songs. Yeah, never been a fan of Queen. If you were to substitute Queen in that statement with Nirvana, I'd be with you. Am I just meant to be surviving here? Is that all it is?
Stage clear.
Reminds me of the rave music from the 90s.
Player 1, ready!
Well, this game and Project X both came out around exactly the same time. And I think Project X was the game that got all the hype. Whereas I think this is the better game. I think this always has been the better game. these things better move. No, damn you. Well, like Alien Breed, Project X was hyped up
Game
as
over.
Being one of the first games that required
Do you want to continue?
1 megabyte of memory.
プレイヤー1
Yeah,
ready
R-type is very doable if you have a good memory for where the enemies appear from. I'm not going to get through there, am I now? Oh no. It remembered how much I'd shot it
You
previously.
survived scene 4
Interesting.
イクロは敵対の迷路を抜け悪の魔法使いの城にたどり着いたのだった。今こそ本来の人間の姿で敵に立ち向かう時だ。今日がお前の最後だ、魔法使いめが。俺のスピリットソードでお前の運命を永遠に封じてやる。この血塗られた行いが高原に
I
平
don't
和と
think
自由
Dungeon
を
Master
取り戻
needed
すだろう。
1 megabyte.
ついにクロは旅の目的であるユリを癒す解毒剤を手に入れた。ユリ、間に合ってくれ。
As you can see, they've done a pretty good job of updating the animated sequences as well.
イクロは間一髪でユリを死の淵から救い出した。そうして二人は末永く幸せに暮らすこととなった。
Let's check out the credits, shall we? Let's actually watch them. Yes, a Team Apidya. I can't. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that you've played this one and played this remake already yourself, then. So you've also had an early copy. Special shout out to Factor 5 for all the event support. Okay. yeah, I did get the I got sent a Steam version of it about a month ago, which I did my first impressions video on. But they then gave me this download copy of the Switch version as well, just so that I could do this live stream. I think it would take a hell of a lot of replay and practice to be able to complete the game fully without those assists that I had turned on. I think the next option would be to try it without the instant restart where you died, but still leave the power-ups on. RPGs are your favourite genre, but you could never get into Dungeon Master back in the day. Well, I was never into Dungeon Master either. I played that recently on a live stream because it was one that people said that I should have played. And I can kind of see what people like in it, but I still prefer Black Crypt. Oh, you were going to play Armageddon, but after looking at the manual and the amount of keyboard controls, you remembered why you didn't play it so much? Well, that's what I'm going to be playing next week. Armageddon was the game that came off the wheel at the end of last week's live stream, so next Tuesday that will be the game that I'll be playing. I remember quite enjoying Armageddon because of the similarities that it had to carry a command. You always preferred Xenomorph and hired guns. See, hired guns, I always... Hired guns, I'd always think is too complicated to play as a single player. As a multiplayer game, I would imagine it's absolutely fantastic. But playing it on your own, it's, well, very, very complicated. Even if the Lotus Redux does come out before next Tuesday, I will stick to my Armageddon schedule, and I'll then play Lotus the week after. Well, I still think the Z-Wolf remake will probably come out before Lotus. And then don't forget, there's also the Alien Breed 35th anniversary collection coming out at some point in September, and I'll have to live stream that as well. A lot of the things that they mentioned on the trailer for Alien Breed I wasn't overly keen on, like the twin stick controls. So hopefully they are just options and not enforced on you. I would imagine that they are options. So. But twin stick controls for Alien Breed 3D will be very nice. That's the one where I'll be interested. Such a jolly ending tune. It is, isn't it? Special thank you to the amazing Amiga community. Absolutely. We indeed came back, yes. See, I only achieved third on the high score table. Having the Tower Assault retreat controls for the first three would be amazing. I wonder if they do put that in. That would be interesting.
Apidya Special!
Right, let's try another one. Let's leave the difficulty on easy. It's a practice mode as well. Okay. Lives, stay at 5. Continues, I'm going to put up to maximum again. Reset the stage on death. Yes, we're going to do that. Dudonpachi, be revenge. Auto extra selection. I'm going to turn that off. And select the weapons myself. There were some incredible games on the Amiga. Loved Populous. Then you had the Settlers. Well, the Settlers I absolutely love. Populous is another one that kind of passed me by back in the day because I think I was too young.
Player 1, ready!
Well, yeah, I've always said that Alien Breed 2 is one of my most disappointing games ever. Simply because it has that awful opening level. And that just puts you in a downer of a mood straight away. It does get a bit annoying trying to have to deal with the selecting the power-ups yourself.
Player 1, ready!
That thing that keeps appearing at the bottom is really doing my head in.
Stage clear! Player 1, ready!
Yes, Alien Breed 2 says no, you're not allowed to play the game until you've lost most of your lives. Correct. That's why that opening level is so awful. It would be fine if there was a pattern to it, but there isn't. It's just because it's random. Like, randomness has no place in games like that.
Player 1, ready!
Am I happy with this version? Yes, I am. I don't think it will ever replace the original, but I think it's going to be nice to be able to sit back and play it on a modern console. Yes, Alien Breed is supposed to be a game about shooting aliens, not avoiding asteroids. I think they struck a nice balance
clear.
with the planet section
Player one.
on Tower
Ready.
Assault. Turn the game audio down a little bit. I can do that, yep. Just bear with me a second. See if I can find a convenient place to pause. That'll do. Game volume down a little. There we go. That's probably a bit too much. I need my drones, that's what I need, isn't it? Okay, that killed that very, very quickly. That's the weapon to go for.
You survived scene 1. Player 1. Ready.
Yeah, that laser weapon is so much more powerful than the spread. Ah, you bum.
Player 1. Ready.
The pond level is your fave. Were you some kind of masochist?
Player 1. Ready. Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1. Ready.
Drone! There we go, finally. Oh, yeah.
Player 1. Ready.
When you first played it, you thought you couldn't touch the water. I would imagine that is a very legitimate thought, based on what games were like back then.
Player
I thought there was no bullet there. Oh, damn it! Collected too many. What a melody.
Player 1 ready.
No, will you stop? Ah, stop going past what I want. Right, move down. Let the bastard go past. Yeah, look how much more powerful that weapon is. That's ridiculous.
Player 1 ready.
Just bear with me 1 second for the YouTube app. Right, it's back.
Player 1 ready.
Stop it! You...
Player 1 ready.
No problem, mate. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm glad you've enjoyed watching.
Game over.
I hate
Do
that.
you want to continue?
I hate that enemy.
Player 1 ready.
No, I did not. I didn't move
Player
down.
1 ready.
This is why you should always play with a D-pad and not with a joystick.
Player 1 ready.
Whoa, 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 that was close. Damn it, I hate that enemy!
Player 1 ready.
It just moves too quickly. Oh, damn it, I moved.
Player 1 ready.
How annoying! Only to get taken out by a stupid bullet.
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1 ready.
Nemesis. Always preferred Parodius. I've got... Oh, for fuck!
Player 1 ready. Player 1 ready. Player 1 ready.
It is absolutely an excellent remake.
Player 1 ready.
No.
Game over.
Where did I pick up the shield from?
Do you want to continue? Player 1 ready.
There we go. Got past the bastard.
Stage clear.
Bloody hell, killed that already. Keeps the tradition of the water level always having the best piece of music in a game. Ah, yeah, but...
Player 1 ready.
What the hell?
Player 1 ready.
No way!
Player 1 ready. Player 1 ready.
I think that was a wise move there to stop firing. No, you bastard.
Player 1 ready.
No, you
Game over. Do you
Donkey
want to
Kong Country
continue?
minecarts were worse than the underwater bits.
Player 1 ready. Player 1 ready.
What the? Oh, for God's
プレ
sake!
イヤー
Will you-
1レディー
DJ20, welcome. Oh, we're onto this bastard again. That weapon makes mincemeat of these end of level bosses.
You
I don't-
survived
I really don't know
C2
why I wasn't using it before.
プレイヤー1レディー
I can't get any more drones. No.
プレイヤー1レディー
Yeah, somebody's dropped a cigarette packet, the dirty bastards.
プレイヤー1レディー
No!
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1 ready.
So you really don't know why the auto weapon select it chooses the spread for you. Jeez, no.
Player 1 ready.
No worries, geezer. Glad you're here. How are you doing today? No, I didn't go anywhere near it.
Player 1 ready.
Stop it! You pain in the ass!
1レディー
I did not die on this bit at all on the previous playthrough. Fuck! Ah!
プレイヤー1レ
I'm
デ
gonna
ィー
throw my joypad out the window in a minute. Why?
プレイヤ
Oh,
ー
fuck.
1レディー
I got past the bloody thing and then those stupid enemies killed me that time.
「プレイヤー1レディー」
Oh, for God's sake! I was nowhere near it!
Do you want to continue? プレイヤー1レディー プレイヤー1レディー
I was hoping I'd got past the checkpoint then. Oh, for God's sake, I
プ
moved!
レイヤー1レディー
No, you bloody shit!
プレイヤー1レディー
Oh, no.
プレイヤー1
And it sent me all the way back there again. Why is the checkpoint so unforgiving?
プレイヤー1レディー
Like, surely the fact that I have a shield at that point should actually protect me. It's the whole point of a shield, isn't it? See,
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player 1 ready. Player 1 ready.
Okay, so that's why the checkpoints are so unforgiving, because it's a boss fight. I did not go anywhere near it!
Ready.
God's sake! Oh fuck!
Player 1 ready.
How on earth did people manage to complete this back in the day? Fuck off!
Player 1 ready.
Well, this is the thing, is that I think a lot of these older games, the playtesters were clearly the people who made it, and so they didn't have the insight that somebody who wasn't familiar with the game would have.
Player 1 ready.
No point playtesting the game when you're too close to it. One more. There we go.
Player 1 ready. Game over.
At least I'm on the next level.
Do you want to continue? Player 1 ready.
Those blue things are really annoying.
Ready! Player 1 ready! Player 1 ready!
Oh, for God's sake, let me get the shield!
Player 1 ready!
Damn you!
Game over. Do you want to continue? Player
Last continue.
1 ready!
Ugh.
Player 1 ready!
Knowing isn't enough, you're quite right.
Player 1 ready! Player 1 ready!
Oh, fuck.
Player 1 ready!
At least I got past the checkpoint.
Game over.
Absolutely. Well, there we go. I am top of the high score table. But yes, it is absolutely brutal.
Apidya special.
Anyway, so I think that's probably a good place to end this week's live stream. No point starting another go. I hope you have enjoyed watching me get really, really frustrated playing this. It's still really, really good. If you do want to buy this game for yourself, it'll be available in about 20 minutes. On Steam, Switch, PlayStation and Xbox. Price is around £16 to £17. And I think that is probably the ideal price for you to indulge for yourself. I definitely do recommend it. And I say, I do think they've done a really good job of improving the animation sequences, as you can see right now. This is how a remake should be done, in my opinion. I'm really glad that they have released this. Thank you very much to In Games for providing me with 2 copies, for the purposes of making videos and live streams. You have wishlisted the Alien Breed collection on Steam. I'm not sure I'll buy that on Steam. I'll probably buy that on a console, to be honest. But it doesn't have a release date other than just saying September right now, does it? So whether that's beginning of September or end of September, I don't know. We'll find out. I will be back next Tuesday with another live stream playing some Armageddon, which is one of the games that people suggested I should have included in my top 100 but didn't. So we shall find out in a live stream next week. This coming Friday, we have a retro face-off video looking at 2 different versions of the Lethal Weapon video game. And don't forget, you can still watch the best 10 games of 1990 video that I released yesterday. Hello Azalia, welcome into the chat. I didn't actually notice that you commented earlier, but I hope you have enjoyed watching me play this and swear a lot. I just know I will be more likely to play something on a console if I can go and sit on the sofa on the far side of the room rather than have to sit here and play it as I would do on a PC.
平和を愛するユリとイクロに災禍をもたらすため彼の部下たちを率いていた。
It is out today on Steam.
呪われた戦
And I
力の武士
believe
たちが悪事を働こうとしていたのだ。
I do believe it's available at 2 p.m. UK time, so that's 15 minutes from now. So check back on Steam then, is what I would suggest. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this live stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please make sure you give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified as soon as our videos go live. And I will see you all very soon. Happy retro gaming, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.
自分の悪行の報いを受けさせてやる。